season football on EA Sports. We are just moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs. With that, we're off to Arrowhead with a call from Kansas City. We'll hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Go now. 15 long. 15 long.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Seventh-round picks. They go into training camp just hoping they won't be a casualty. He came out on the good side.
And plenty of them, if they work hard, get an opportunity, they can turn themselves into a heck of a player. One of my favorite seventh-round picks of all time, Marcus Colston. Big-time receiver, coming out of Hofstra, ends up having a heck of an NFL career.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Looking to throw, fighting to stay upright. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Back to throw here. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Now Joe Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Come on, set. 10-2
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Come on.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll drop to throw. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. They'll look to throw here. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. A big play there for Cincinnati. 57 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
2nd and 14. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. So second quarter, this offense losing and hoping to get the football in the end zone for the first time.
On the ready. 44. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Armani Watts. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line.
Ready. Check. Ready. Tight end Ringo.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll throw now on the final play. He completes it to Tate. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
So we race the flag. They decline it. Boy, rough crowd. No football for 6 months already. We're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. They'll look to throw here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they got the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and they'll set up shot. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Well, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
They're going to look to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. This offense struggling here in the second half. They have not scored yet. They'll try to change that here. The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The throw caught by Cole. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Now back to throw. He's got a man, and that's Alex Erickson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here's a first down throw. It's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They'll set up to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzama, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does?
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man is Uzama. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
Once you're ready, go ahead and select Advance Week to get to your next game.
Super Bowl rings, I just want to play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what. Like, fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like, every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my number's going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out.
Guys, last time we were out here, coaching staff didn't like what we saw. You all know it wasn't good enough. So let's make up for that today and have a great
And shoot off. Go. Set 90 Wolf. Shoot. Here we go. 18 Gator, now. Let's go. Hit it.
It's a lot of money. Like that. Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bag.
Down. 8-3. Alright.
Too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back.
Gentlemen, achieving our goals starts right here on the practice field. I can't stress that enough.
Set, ready.
You all know we have
70.
goals.
Indy. Ready.
If you want to achieve those goals, we gotta raise our game. Today just wasn't good enough. So next practice, we have to be much better.
Let's go now. Get it.
You don't make no clap back when you backpack my bad, but I'm past that with a
Here we go. Set. 60. Let's go.
Clap when the money go, you don't slap that's fast to the money go. I'm a rap, my man, when it come back, I'ma get back. Bad when the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, ooh,
Here we go. Big trip. Big trip.
they say that it's the money, I'm like 10 forward. That's gonna make you up like a limbo.
Ready. 50. Plant. 5.
She in it. Why you do that?
Gentlemen, achieving our goals starts right here on the practice field. I can't stress that enough. You all know we have long goals here. If you want to achieve those goals, we gotta raise our game. Today just wasn't good enough. So next practice, we have to be much better.
Come on, set, shoot. Ready, now. Get up, 18, get hit it. Set up. Ready. Ready. On the ready. Get it. Here we go. Set, go.
Hey, you know what, men? That was pretty dang good. And you know what's really scary? It gets me even more excited? We're only scratching.
Come on. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Till the risk, I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest, though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstaying bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason football on EA Sports. We are just moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Washington Redskins. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, is Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts. And a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. Sometimes those guys taking the 7th round, you can think, oh, maybe he's just happy to be in the league. I don't think that's the case here.
And you know those actor friends that we have? How do they start every script?
I don't have any actor friends.
What's my motivation, right?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw here. He finds his running back, Nixon. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Airing one out for Boyd. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On play action, they'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. That will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Gotta stay with it.
That's true. They'll drop the throw. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And unable to break away. They stop him. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the 1st half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Airing one out for... And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
It's got to the point when we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and they have possession. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to air it out deep for Green, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass. Yeah, they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that penalty.
He's got a man, complete. That one goes for 36 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Airing one out for Boyd. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But it's going to be 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He'll drop to throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. So the football will be at the 25-yard line. As this offense gets set to take over.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He completes it to Tate. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
8-3. Check Mike 46. Yeah. You don't want none.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he's got this down to the 35. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 35.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll set up to throw. He's got his man. This is Tate. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 14. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Ready? Back to throw again. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Ryan Anderson leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now back to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Cody Core there to make the grab. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Here we go. 15 lining. 15 line. I'm coming.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man is Uzomah. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They'll set up a throw. And this is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for Alex Erickson that time, and it's 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 33.
Pick 6 all day. Don't throw my side.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball, and
this ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
honey yard, dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey yard, dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash. They slept on the team, now they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve for the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets, the coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey yard, dash. Honey yard, dash. Honey yard, dash. Honey yard, dash. Honey yard, dash.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. At a genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate, pay their bills. They can't get it by they sell.
That's why you treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it today, wake and pray, make that play, get some good at my place. There's some on the way, cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold.
Today's a work day, gentlemen, and you know what that means? We gotta get better today. What I wanna know is...
Congratulations, this is huge. You have 10 lives left.
Let's go. Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health.
15, line it.
Dude. But I came myself, I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
On the ready. Cut it.
Hey, man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. The game is really starting to slow down for you, isn't it? I can't wait to see what you're going to do on Sunday. Good job.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line.
Set, ready, 10 Loba.
52. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Check 52.
80 weapon. Ready, ready.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. 7th-round pick. He made it through training camp. Now he's getting some reps.
And that's all you want, an opportunity. 7th-round pick. I haven't met a 7th-round pick yet that didn't play really, really hard because they're ticked off they didn't go in the first 6 rounds. All you want is that chance, and once they get it, many times they turn out to be great players.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic...
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
10-2 stop. Watch the run. Deep grip.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Go. On the ball. Protein spill. 5.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 36. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, 36 yards, as his guys are on the board. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll look to throw here. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
61, matchbox lights. Get it.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back in the 24. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. O'Shane Zimenez in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And he's going to go down again. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. They'll drop the throw. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to. One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. He'll drop to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. Well, some credit there to A.J. Green because he's so tough to cover. Sometimes he causes those penalties.
And he's one of the more difficult guys to cover in the NFL because of his ability to do just about anything on a route. Hard to do. Creates a lot of pass interference calls.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. It's Mixon on the counter. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll look to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Green last year had the lowest numbers of his career output-wise, 694 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, of course, there was a reason for that. He was battling a toe injury the second half of the season. And, boy, did the Bengals miss his presence. They looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and they will take... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up to throw. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in, but when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Finding Green complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. So the football will be at the 25-yard line. As this offense gets set to take over. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready? 15 line. 15 line. 6 guys. Greystone, travel. Leo. Hit it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bengals on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be third, and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
Let's go.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. That one goes for 24 yards.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
And those gloves, they do have a little grip to them.
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
I'm sure as a coach, when you throw the flag, you hold your breath, then you get the verification you were right, a sigh of relief.
Not only a sigh of relief, a little vindication as well, because every time you pull that red flag and throw it, you could be costing your team a timeout.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Green once again the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll set up the throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final time. We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive, 1st and 10.
60 yards.
Hey, check.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Julian Love, the rookie from Notre Dame. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Open man, Erickson. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
He'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 24. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. And we are inside at 2. Now following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's complete. It's Green here. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Ready?
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And remember, they're out of timeouts, so he spikes it here to stop the clock. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw here. He's going to let it fly. They've got his man complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason football on EA Sports.
Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, there's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cincinnati Bengals. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now back to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Airing one out for Boyd. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for the Bengals. 45 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Let's hope it's not anything that'll keep him out of the opener. We'll be right back. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Green brings it in. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. They're going to look to throw. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Marlon Mack, 3rd-year running back. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They get it to Funchess on the jet sweep. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And finally, Mark. Down at the 42-yard line.
Let's go.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the chains, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. On second down now. It's Mack. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover.
And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton. 26 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The Bengals going to use the second of their time. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
They'll try and throw for it here. And the pressure gets to him again. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins. Well, there was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Goes to Ware on the screen. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. He really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard. That's about it. But as long as he's booting him the way he's booting him, keep going, big guy.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They'll look to throw. And a catch made by Kenny Brent. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 39. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Meanwhile, here a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. First down, Brissett. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Spencer Ware, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. By the way, as we expected, most of the starting units out here in the second quarter. So get your 2 deep, your 3 deep, your 4 deep ready for this one.
If you have a particular favorite who wasn't a high draft pick or is an undrafted free agent trying to make the team, this is the time to watch him play and give it his best shot. Because most of the starters, you're exactly right, they'll be out of the game watching the rest of the way.
3rd and short yardage, Brissett. And that is incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He finds Kenny Brent. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we are halfway through here. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The reception good for 7. It's third down. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running on first down with Ware. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On third down, Brissett. That's caught by Ware. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the third phase, but you see here it can be the first phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll drop to throw. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Going deep for Kenny Brent. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete. A surprise. Move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Margus Hunt able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because...
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Justin Houston, his 2nd sack of the night. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He gets this one complete to Brent. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. There was the pressure you were talking about, force the incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion with the pressure.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now back to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati 1st down. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. He'll look to throw, and he will find his man. It's Kenny Brent. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Ready, set.
Watch 98. 98's the mic. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
They'll look to throw again. This one hauled in by Sample. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 5. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. John Timu coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that